times. What does that mean to you, and what needs to happen to get that out of your headspace?
I think it's just going back to playing our ball. What we were doing earlier in the year was we didn't have anything like that, and we didn't have as much adversity as we've hit now. And obviously, when you go through stuff like this, it's very frustrating, and certain little things can tear your team down. And I think for us, we just gotta remember who we were. And even Coach showed us a couple clips earlier this week of who we were in the beginning of the year and showed us the differences. And they're very simple, and we think they're very easy to fix. But there's something that we just need to go out there and do.
What do you see as the differences?
I just say we were playing with a lot more joy. It felt like in the beginning of the year, like when things were going good, we treated them like they were going amazing. And then when things start going bad, we kind of just drifted off. So especially early in the year, we had a defensive identity where we would drive on the floor and we were getting after it on the defensive end. And now it doesn't really seem like we have that. Our guys are really have that care attitude that's going on. And it's not anything against how we want or what we're trying to do. We're just showing what we did early in the year, and it was working really well for us, and it really gave us an identity as a team. So he showed us clips like that, and it really motivated us to get right back there.
Going off of that, Coach said that you guys have had some real, long, hard talks these past couple of days. How do you feel like the group has just received those heading into this game tomorrow?
I think they were received pretty well. I mean, guys on the team everybody had to get their opinions out and what they really felt was wrong or what needed to be fixed. And I think it helped us a lot. A lot of guys had very informative stuff that we didn't even know was on their mind, which really helped us understand why they were being the way they were. And it really helps a team when you're just as open as you can possibly be and see the not necessarily issues, but the concerns that guys have and things that they don't feel quite right about. So once we got those out, everybody kind of understands where everybody's coming from now, and we see what we can do better as a team. We're feeling like we can put this train back on the tracks.
No, it's a kind of undefined, abstract thing, but how do you get back to the point you were at mentally? How do you readjust your mind to get back to where you want to be?
Well, it doesn't happen overnight. It definitely doesn't happen overnight, but stuff like practice is where it really starts. I mean, guys, just going back to, if you really got to get after somebody in practice, if you got to have a day in practice, go out there and have one, and just let it out in practice. Start it there. Start with your teammates. Start cheering for your teammates in practice. Do all the little things. That really helps guys get their confidence back and really feel like guys are pulling for them. Because when you go into games, all you really have is so you're not always lucky to have the home fans behind you, and especially when you're on the road or at home, all you have is a guy there on the bench with you. So when those guys are pulling for you, it gives you confidence back again that you're doing the right stuff. And then so we've kind of just started doing that more in practice, just becoming a really loud, joyful team in practice.
How much of that goes to defense? We're getting back to the defensive mentality you had early in the year, and then how do you flip that switch back on to where you're defending at that level with that effort?
I think it just goes back to we got some guys on this team that really just want to get after it on the defensive end, but they just sometimes you need a purpose to do stuff like that, and you need a reason, you need a big game to do it, and then it's very off and on. But right now for us getting back there, it really just starts with not letting any more threes like that happen, any more teams hit as many threes as they have, and really just locking in on your personnel and how your defense is doing, talking to everybody on defense, making sure you know where everybody's at, watching the film more. Just stuff like that I think is really going to, we've done so far, is going to help.
Fred said it's all about Illinois, not looking ahead, and that's what's on the board. When you look at the challenge ahead tomorrow, what in particular do you have to do against that team?
Number one thing is box out. They're one of the best rebounding teams in the nation. So we really got to hit. Sometimes they crash all five guys. They don't have a get-back guy. And maybe they have their point guard as a big get-back guy, but everybody else is full steam ahead and going for that offensive rebound. So that's something that we really have emphasized this week is that we need to box out, finish the possession, get the rebound, then we can get out and run. But don't try and get out and run when we haven't had secured the rebound yet. And that's something that we've harped on all week. They're a very physical team, very physical. They blow up a lot of screens on defense. They're very physical on defense and very smart on offense. So they're one of the most well-rounded teams in the country even, and they've showed it with the games that they've played. And for us, we think there's no better opportunity to right the ship and make us feel a lot better when we have a team like this coming in to our place, and obviously something where we could have the fans behind us and also fix some of the things we've been working on.
Coach said that going forward, you guys could have a new starting lineup, pretty much every game the rest of the way. Does that keep guys more mentally sharp, knowing that you don't know when it's going to be your time to sort of step into that role? You were on Sunday at Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think all of our guys on the bench really are ready to go at all times. Like for us, we got guys that are ready on the bench, or even that don't really play in our rotation that are ready to come off of the bench if they have to. So for us, nobody really worries about that because lineups change throughout the game. Even it's not like that starting group's going to be out there the entire game. So that doesn't bother us. It's whoever starts the game has to start it fast and set the tone for the game is what we're really looking after. And setting the tone for the game has been kind of something we haven't done the best job of. So that's something we need to start really implementing.